Hey folks, how are you? This is Jim Miner with Miner Known Associates here in the greater Phoenix area of Arizona, and we are the homeowner advocate. Hey, one thing I want to bring to your attention. A lot of folks are now wanting to buy a condominium here in the valley, whether it be snowbirds, investors, first-time home buyers, downsizers, etc. And you want to do this with a loan, either FHA or conventional financing. Well, because of a lot of rule changes with the Dodd-Frank ruling, buying one of these condominiums with a loan is becoming exceedingly difficult, regardless of the amount of money you put down. Okay, so one of the things I want to cover here is that you need to be aware of is when you get excited. I'll give you a scenario. You get excited, you found a condominium you really like, you write up the offer, submit the offer, it gets accepted, everybody's happy, you've already been pre-qualified with your lender. We go back to the lender and say, hey, we found the condominium, and he says, okay, I need $300 to $400 from you to pull a condo certification, and we'll see if everything's green flag. You give them the money, they pull the condo certification, and guess what? It's not qualified for FHA financing, nor is it qualified for conventional financing. So what do we have here? We have you, who's massively disappointed because you couldn't get this really neat condominium, and you're also out $300 to $400, and you start your search again, only your wallet's a little bit lighter. So what I want to try and do is give you a tool to help reduce you having to unload $300 to $400 out of your wallet all the time. Okay, so here we go. What we're going to do is we're going to try and find out which projects, condominium projects, are on this screen qualified for FHA or conventional financing. So here's what I want you to do. Go to your computer and then pull up Google search, and then type in FHA approved condos. Up comes this page that you're looking at. Very first line, FHA approved condominiums, and this is a government site. We're going to left click on there, and boy, this massively fast computer is pulling up the next page. And here we are. We are at HUD.gov, U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. All right, now here's the thing I want you to do is we go to the state. Well, we're in Arizona, so click on Arizona. All this other stuff, with the exception of the zip code, ignore it, forget about it, okay? It isn't relevant for what we're trying to do. And if you think, well, hey, I'll be kind of cute and put in the city or etc., all you're going to do is muddy the water and probably not get the result you're looking for. So let's go up to zip code. You know what? I'm going to pick a zip code that's in Tempe. Okay, everybody knows ASU is there, and everybody wants a condo there. So 85281, and we're going to, that's all I'm putting in. I'm not putting the status or type anything, just leave it alone and hit the send button. Left click that send button. And boom, up comes this. Okay. Now this represents all of the condominium projects in that zip code. Okay. And what we want to do is we're trying to find out if they are registered and certified for an FHA loan. So we're going to come down here. Oh, and you know what? Here you go. This is where you identify the condominium you saw in the El Adobe condominiums. It's in Tempe, right? Okay. We slide on across here, and we hit this column, and this column says approved. We're starting to get excited. Slide on over to the last column, which is the expiration date, and we can stop being excited, because as of January 21st, 2012, their certification has expired. Will not qualify for FHA funding, and 95% of the time will not qualify for conventional financing. Move on, folks. You're not going to sneak anything by anybody. Okay, we're trying to save you the $300 to $400. If you notice up here in status, rejected in A. Okay, that one, forget about it. You may have found the neatest thing in there. You're not going to fund it. So I'm going to take the slide bar, and I'm just going to move on down, scroll on down. You can see expired, 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 expired. So I'm talking about, folks, it's hard to buy a condominium with a loan. It can be done. Just have to be patient. And we keep moving on down, more rejection, and hey, something looks good here. This one, Villaggio at Tempe condo. It's in Tempe. Let's slide on across. It's approved. Slide on over here. And this says March 17th, 2017. The certification is good up to that point. Okay. Now, just from what we read here, we find a condo in there that we like. We want to buy it with an FHA loan or conventional financing. This all says it's a go. Okay. But folks, this is not the filter. It's just a filter. Okay. What I mean by that is you still have to pull a condo certification. Your lender does that, and that's going to cost you $300 to $400. We're trying to minimize the number of times you have to buy that. Okay, and in this particular project, I want to tell you something. Everything looks really good here, but you know what? 2 weeks ago, and I'm making this part up, hypothetical. 2 weeks ago, somebody filed a lawsuit, and now that HOA for the condominium project is in litigation. That is not being reflected here yet. Litigation is pretty much a kick out for FHA funding or for conventional financing. They don't want to get near that. That's why the condo certification gets pulled. But let's say you found a place in this complex. Everything looks good here. You write it up, you get accepted, you go back to your lender, said I found one. He submits the condo certification after you gave him $300 to $400. He comes back to you and says, hey, guess what? It's all green flagged. There are no red flags. Therefore, we're good to go on buying a condominium in that project with an FHA or conventional financing. And that's what we're trying to do. Remember, folks, what we're trying to do here is just incorporate as many filters as possible without you having to pay out $300 to $400. You're going to have to do that at least once. It'd be nice to keep it to just once, not 3 or 4 times. It starts to add up and get into what we call real money. Okay? Just trying to help you out. Jim Miner with Miner Known Associates, homeowner advocate. Best way to contact me, 602-345-0433 here in Maricopa County. Any questions, give me a buzz. I'll see you on the next video, and thanks for visiting.